Hello, this is Steve Cornish. Hi, Steve Cornish.
Hi, how are you guys?
So where are we right now, Steve Cornish?
Well, we're on my balcony in beautiful Vancouver, British Columbia.
It is pretty gorgeous, I have to say.
You guys arrived just the right time. We've had a couple of weeks of rain and you seem to have brought the beautiful weather, so thanks for coming, Courtney.
Well, anytime, Steve, the tulips are out and it's pretty awesome. So what brought you to Vancouver?
Well, I had an amazing opportunity to change life paths and to move from humanitarian assistance to environmental work. So I've come out here to lead up the David Suzuki Foundation.
That's pretty cool.
I'm very humbled by the opportunity.
And what was your previous job?
I was the executive director at Doctors Without Borders Canada.
And that's where I met you.
That is where you met me.
Do you remember the day where I asked you a question about climate change when you were still at MSF and you asked me, you sort of accused me of having infiltrated the movement with environmentalists. Do you remember that?
I think I might have forgotten, actually.
It was at a AGA about 3 years ago. So anyway, I'm very excited that now you're doing that. So what made you switch?
Well, I think one of the things was starting to have the realization that we knew the climate was changing. We knew that was having an effect on a lot of the patients that we see around the world, from changing vector patterns that were bringing diseases to new areas, to the intensity and increasing intensity, of big storms, to multi-year droughts. And we were able to bring our assistance in real time, but not to do anything about solving or trying to roll back some of these damages over the long term. So putting my energies into being able to mitigate some of the effects of climate change seemed like a very worthwhile endeavor and something that I'd need to learn a lot about, but that I would be able to roll up my sleeves and to join others who have already been leading this fight for a long time.
Yeah, and it's interesting because your second in command at Doctors Without Borders, Jonathan Jennings, has made a similar move into planetary health sphere with Health in Harmony. So it's really exciting to see the two global health and planetary health communities starting to link up. So what have you learned the most from working with environmentalists for the last 3 months?
Wow, what have I learned the most? Well, I've learned that they certainly have the dedication and the passion and the perseverance that we find in the humanitarian sector that are moving to respond to people's basic needs in real time. You've seen that same passion and determination in the environmental sector of folks who are working on preserving our biodiversity, trying to ensure the rights of nature so that we can all live a healthier and longer life. And it's really quite exhilarating. I'm learning a ton, meeting a lot of great people, and it's really quite awe-inspiring to see the amount of energy, passion and determination coming together at this really crucial time. We know that the challenges are big, but when I see the folks in this field that are working so diligently, it could only give you pause to believe that we will make a big difference and can make a big difference.
And what do you think health can bring to the environmental movement? Like, what do you feel like you're bringing to that conversation? Well,
I think the nexus of looking at planetary health is important because one of the things that I have seen is that a lot of the different areas that people are moving in, whether it's working at climate change or in a certain battle for biodiversity, people are often talking to like-minded people, and they're talking within a framework of people that already believe. And much of what they say or what they're trying to do is running up against resistance, and they're not finding bridges or ways around or over that resistance. And I believe really if we're going to make the types of change that we need to see, we're going to have to do it with a much larger group of people and in a much greater scale and scope. And I think health is a great way. Linking health with the environment allows us to speak to a much broader audience. It allows every person, everyone with a family, to be able to look at their children and wonder what's their health going to be like and what impacts are our life choices now having on their long-term health. So I think it's a way around some of the polarization, and maybe a way that could lead us really to having a new determination to take action and meaningful action in our everyday lives.
Yeah, people work for people a lot of the time. That's what I've noticed.
People work for people, and we need that connection, that human connection, and to be able to feel connected, and the feeling is very important. And sometimes the science of climate change can be overwhelming, it can be distracting, and sometimes it can just I think lead people to paralysis because they don't know from where to start or what to do. When you link health into it, it gives people a different sense of urgency and a sense that they have to at least take off a little piece and do what they can do. And I think if we all did that together, boy, we could really make an amazing difference.
Well, I have to say, it's very exciting for me to see humanitarians entering the planetary health space and the environmental space. And I'm very excited to work with you and other people doing that. And I think we're going to get some stuff done. Steve got a lot done at MSF Canada.
Yeah.
We're excited that he's in this sphere. It's
Well,
good.
and we're excited to have your energy and connections helping us. And we look forward to seeing what you're going to do with Health and Harmony. I know that you're heading out to
Borneo.
with the whole family.
Yes,
in tow.
all the families. I bought 3 EpiPens today. We can get stung by anything, and I can take care of it.
So tell me, what are you going to do in Borneo?
I'm going to provide clinical teaching at their planetary health site in Western Kalimantan. So they already have doctors there. They're well trained, and my job is to just help them up their game, increasing differential diagnosis, doing some bedside ultrasound training, and hopefully do some blogging for them to tell the story of me and my children and my husband and all the things that will hopefully not sting us as we are there.
Well, I look forward to hearing more, and thanks a lot, everybody out there, and let's all roll up our sleeves, work together, and make an amazing difference to look at this, to protect this beautiful
Oh
and
my
amazing
gosh,
planet.
Vancouver, you are seductive. Awesome.
There you
All
go.
right, thanks so much, Steve.
Cheers,
We'll
guys.
see you soon. Bye.